Hello viewers who are following our channel, the fastest and most complete update of the most dramatic, shocking and attractive details of the long-running TV series The Young and the Restless. In the episode aired on June 24th, a series of shocking secrets were exposed at the festival at the Nice Castle. A night that seemed to be only for the halo and aristocratic beauty, but in fact was the beginning of dangerous conspiracies, power confrontations and even hauntings from the past. Let's follow the whole development with us and discover the mysteries that have never been revealed. While the festival at the ancient castle in Nice continued to take place in a magical and brilliant atmosphere, all the sparkling lights seemed to overshadow the dark truths that were waiting to be exposed. Classical music reverberated in the marble hall. Sparkling champagne glasses were raised with excitement, and elegant evening gowns strode between ancient frescoes, making every guest feel as if they were lost in another world, where the past, present and future intersected in a mystical moment. But amidst all that splendor, no one expected that Genoa City's most shocking secrets were gradually being revealed right here. Abby arrived late. She entered the castle with her usual calm and confident appearance, unaware that every step she took was bringing her closer to a nightmare. The seemingly simple party, a celebration attended by the most powerful families, hid countless layers of secrets, and Abby's appearance triggered an irreversible chain of events. As soon as she entered the lobby, Abby's eyes suddenly caught sight of someone she didn't expect to see again in this place, Chance. In that moment, the entire atmosphere around her seemed to freeze. Their eyes met, without saying a word, but underneath the waves of intense emotion swirled. Abby was stunned. Not because she still loved Chance, but because his presence here shattered all her assumptions. He had said that he couldn't leave Genoa City. So why was he here? And for what reason? However, that was only the beginning. A real shock occurred not long after, when Aristotle, the mysterious man behind the event, was suddenly exposed. He was not the talented historian introduced at the beginning, but a character who was suspected of being involved in financial manipulations in Europe. When an old photo is shown in a commemorative Dumas history film, the faces in it do not speak of an aristocratic tradition, but of an underground financial network in which Aristotle once played a key role. And what is even more shocking is that Aristotle had shady financial ties to Chancellor Industries. The debate rages on. Guests begin to gossip. Those who once praised Aristotle now turn to doubt him. But Aristotle does not lose his cool. With the courage of a man who has faced great forces, he neither denies nor affirms. Instead, he chooses to lead the public opinion in another direction, emphasizing the political conspiracy that someone is trying to build up to destroy his reputation and drag a series of Chancellor's shareholders down with him. But in the shadows behind this chaotic event, a snake is quietly slithering through the cracks of power, Cain. No one noticed that Cain had been in Nice since before the festival began. And he had not come as a guest. His presence was part of a meticulous plan that had been laid out months in advance, a plan to overthrow the Chancellor's existing control system, manipulate ownership through backroom deals, and even make connections with shady shareholders in European markets. But more importantly, Cain was trying to do something no one else had dared to do: outsmart Victor. However, Victor was not one to be fooled. When rumors about Aristotle began to spread, Victor immediately suspected that there was a force behind the incident. He did not believe in coincidences, especially when financial documents related to the Chancellor and the Dumas Group suddenly appeared on the night of the party. And after only a few hours of secret investigation, Victor discovered that all the clues pointed to one person, Cain. Victor decides not to confront Cain directly. He knows that Cain is not acting alone, and if he attacks too soon, important clues will disappear. Instead, Victor secretly assigns a private security team to monitor Cain's every move in Nice, while secretly collaborating with an unexpected figure, Phyllis. Although their relationship has been turbulent in the past, this time, Victor knows that Phyllis is trying to regain her position after a series of personal failures. Phyllis agrees, not only for the sake of it, but because she has a hunch that there is a bigger secret hidden behind this whole event. As the night fades and the party becomes quieter, Abby cannot sleep. What she witnesses From Chance's eyes to the revelation about Aristotle leaves her uneasy. She left the room, walked down the cold marble corridors of the castle, and then overheard a furtive conversation inside a locked library, a place that the organizers had warned no one to enter. She pressed her ear to the door and heard every word clearly. If Victor finds out about the contract with Armand Duval, everything will collapse. The voice was Kane's. And the other man, the one named Armand, was none other than the person who held a secret stake in Chancellor, and also had connections to the financial institution that had helped Aristotle launder money from the funds in Monaco. Abby quietly retreated, but it was too late. A figure suddenly appeared behind her. It was Elena. She didn't say a word, just looked at Abby with cold eyes, before softly whispering, "There are things that should not be heard." And then Abby was knocked unconscious. The next morning, the whole castle was in chaos when Abby was discovered missing. Chance immediately sets out to find her. Meanwhile, Victor receives an anonymous package containing copies of all the contracts signed between Aristotle, Kane, and Armand, along with a note. "If you want to save the Chancellor, come to the old chapel on the hilltop before sundown." Victor leaves without telling anyone, leaving only a handwritten note for Nikki, in case things go wrong. But when he arrives, he finds nothing but a half-burned candle and a notebook documenting the entire financial manipulations of an anonymous person codenamed ANTHOS. No one knows the true identity of ANT, but based on the data, Victor realizes that he is the one behind Aristotle, behind Kane, and even behind the recent financial turmoil in Genoa City. The story at this point is no longer simply a plot to gain control of the company. It has become a battle for survival, between past and present, between honor and betrayal, between loyalty and the temptation of power. Abby is still missing. Chance finds her blood-stained handkerchief near an underground tunnel under the castle, suggesting that she may have been taken through secret escape routes unknown even to the castle's master. The following night, an unknown video is sent to all members of the Chancellor's board. In it, Aristotle is tied to a chair, and a hoarse voice is heard, "To live, give up all shares and power. The Chancellor will be the beginning of a new era. An era without Victor." The story now takes a completely different direction, not just revolving around personal relationships, but the rise of a dangerous underground financial force, threatening to sweep away everything the Newman and Chancellor families have built over decades. And amid it all, the fate of Abby, a key link, remains a big question mark that has left Genoa City in turmoil and anxiety. Stay tuned to our channel for the most exciting developments, unexpected twists and unsolved mysteries in The Young and the Restless. Don't forget to follow and subscribe so you don't miss any of the show's explosive moments. Thank you for watching.